Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today it is the 24th day of the month of 8, October, and the moon is waxing from a very small crescent. I am here with my runes. Let's see what message wants to come through today. We have the Elder Futhark on Birch. This is a message for whenever you find this video, and it's for whoever this message is for. The message may not be for you if you are listening to it and it does not resonate. Just assume that it is not for you, or at least not for you today. It may be for you in the future, or it may be for you in the past, but it may also be for somebody else. So leave that for somebody else. Enjoy. Let's see what message wants to come through today. I'm punchy. It's Friday. And of course, it's Friday before a weekend on which I am going to be doing rune readings all day, both days, and that's very exciting. So see my recent announcement if you want details on that. Where if you are in the Toronto area, you might even get to see me in person, which is pretty wild to think about. Right, so, yes, a rare outing for the introvert. So what's our message that wants to come through today? Our central issue today is Isa. Isa is the rune of ice. Ice is the rune of standstill. It's the stillness through which clarity comes. But it may also be that things may feel still. Things may feel stagnant. So let's read the rest of the reading and see if that's what it is about. But given that, it might be. Anyway, I'm just going to continue to read it, and then we're going to see where this goes. But the central issue today is stillness and standstill. And also the stillness through which clarity comes. So it's an important retreat into stillness. It's ice. So be cool. So leading up to this, we have Manas reversed. Manas is the rune of humanity and your part in it. Reversed on the path line, this is basically turning away from the din. Or quite possibly or a disappointment with humanity, where you've actually felt like they've turned away from you or you've turned away from them. And it's basically, or also a feeling of a lack of belonging, where you're sort of feeling that you don't belong in the group that you were in the midst of. But I'm going to actually go with this from the read of turning away from the din. A lot of people are going off lately, and it's just been crazy, and there's been a lot of clamor. And so this is basically, you have already done this, you've already turned away, and for whatever reason you've turned away from the din so that you can get good with yourself. This is, when it's upright, it's basically facing each other with joy is one way to read it. Reversed, it's basically facing yourself with joy. So you're basically turning inward to find yourself again, and to find your own truth and to find your own joy once more. So now you're in a state of stillness. Again, it's the stillness through which clarity comes. You're being very still so that this can actually finally settle down through you, and you can get in touch with that and get realigned to the right alignment for you. What is going to help you? We have Nauthies and we have Algies. So Nauthies is the rune of need. This is basically looking around and saying, okay, what needs to be done? And the more you sit and have the clarity come through, the more aware you're going to become of this. And that's going to help you a lot, is as soon as you say, okay, this is basically, these are needs that I have. And these are not emergencies, but these are things that if you take care of them, are going to make things better around you, and you're going to feel better about things, and it's going to help you connect what you need to connect with, what you need to connect with. What's going to help that is feeling supported. So we have Algies, which is the rune of the elk, otherwise known as the moose. And this is what's helping you be able to take care of the needs that you have, and actually even just acknowledge the needs that you have. It's just feeling supported where you are. Inner support is implied, but this is actually outer support. So it might be your support people, the people around you who help you feel supported. It may be systems, it may be places. If you feel that you have the support, these are things around you. It's not reversed. So if you feel supported at home or in various places like libraries, things like that, where there's outer people and systems that are supporting you. Seek that out. Find it if you don't have it. If you do have it, just keep it in mind. Keep it basically be aware of it, acknowledge it, and then that's going to help you feel safer and more comfortable with connecting with the things that you need to connect with in order to attend to your needs, like basically to acknowledge your needs and say, okay, now I'm going to face them, I'm going to take care of them, they're going to make things feel better. What isn't going to help? We have Berkana and we have Rai, though. So turning away from the din of humanity, there may have been a sense of both of these. For both of these are upright, and upright runes in the lower line tend to be worries about those things. So it's worries about beginnings, and it's worries about your journey. Turning away from the din of humanity, you may be like, I don't want to begin something new. I really don't. It's exhausting. I don't feel like I have the breath in my body to deal with beginning something new at this point in my life. I'm already tired from the people. So that's sort of like one of the big worries under that is, now that I'm being still, I don't want to have like a whole new to-do list on top of what I was doing before. I don't want to have to start again. You turn away from the din, and it's like, I don't want to start again. I feel like I am, and I feel like this is too much for me. Why? Because you already had your journey going on, and you're worried about what direction this journey is taking. Before, it was at least you sort of had it in mind of where I was going, and it was sort of, it was comfortable. It was what you were used to. But now you're worried about what the journey is going to be if you're still, and then you find some things that aren't really, that aren't going to match what you were doing before, and then it becomes a new beginning, and then that's a worry as well. I hope that made sense. If either of these things start to drag you down, though, I do see these both as worries. To read them as not worries is just kind of like, don't worry. Well, yeah, no, it's all don't worries. It's all worries. Don't worry about starting something new, and don't worry about changing your journey. What is going to help you with that is, you're not starting something new. You're taking care of things that need to be taken care of that maybe you weren't doing before because you were being buffeted around by this big distracting din of humanity around you that you have now gently shut the door on, so that you can be still and get comfortable with yourself. So now you're finally getting comfortable with yourself. You're seeing what needs to be done, and you're taking care of those things. And don't worry about your journey because you're supported, basically. However you go is going to be the right way for you to go, because you have the support around you. What this is all going to lead you to is, we have Ansus. Ansus is the rune of communication, manifestation, and expression. You're moving forward. You're expressing yourself in the world. You are manifesting in the world. And you are coming out of this time of stillness singing your song, which is very good. It's not reversed, but it's not an inner thing. At this point, you're coming out and you're adding your note to the song in a way that is going to help this a little bit, because Manas is humanity in your place in it, is your note in the song. But everything was being overwhelmed and overpowered before you turned away. So now, as you emerge from this time of stillness, once you emerge from this time of stillness, you emerge singing, and you're singing your song. You're adding your note to the song, but in a way that is going to realign and harmonize things so that they're going to sound a little bit better, at least from where you are. So that is the message that wanted to come through today. I'm just going to quickly say before I sign off, as I said in my announcement, I am not going to be doing a big video this weekend, because this is the weekend of where I'm going to be attending the Signs and Seers event, the Signs and Seers Mystic Arts Fair, on the Danforth. So I will continue to try to do the ones on the weekdays as much as possible. I am also not going to be doing a big video the following week on the 1st of November because I have other things I have to take care of on that day. But we will resume on the next weekend, hopefully, with the big videos at that time. But not going to be completely gone. And of course, there's a lot of general readings on my channel. So if you are just in need of a general reading, scroll down, close your eyes and click. Or just look for something that looks relevant to what you're seeking, and hopefully the answer will be there. So I wish you, as always, from me and the cat and the people mowing the lawn outside, all the best, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye!